Hello you! This is the RetroTech 120p challenge. You saw today's date on there, or the date I'm recording it anyway. Doesn't that make you feel closer to me in some way? You wouldn't want to, I smell funny. So yes, this is the RetroTech 120p challenge. And this game is the Gladiator Road of the Sword. And all the characters you control have a sword. So that's interesting, isn't it? Road of not having a sword. But yeah, pardon me. Didn't expect this game at all. I thought from the title, obviously, Ancient Rome. Nah, we got the wuxia, martial arts chivalry era of Chinese mythology. Instead, so that was a turn up for the book. So yeah, looking at things like Dynasty Warriors, that kind of stuff. But yeah, and not one I've heard of. This a very late 2003 game of all things, produced by IGS, who are a Taiwanese arcade game. So it's a lot of firsts going on here. We've got the latest game I think we've ever played on the challenge, alongside the fact that it came from Taiwan, of all things. So this is set around about the Song Dynasty era, I think. Not that I know that, I've looked that up. And yeah, I chose to be this girl partly because when I had my practice go, I thought she walks like a chav in Gateshead on a Friday night. I'm going down Toon and having a fight like. So yeah, I thought I'd pick her. But yeah, lots of interesting stuff to it. It sort of plays, I think it plays most like is the Capcom beam-ups of the 90s. So you've got like your standard hit the buttons until people fall over, but there's lots of combos in it as well, and like Street Fighter moves. You just saw that little fiery thing I did. I don't think this came out anywhere at home. Please tell me if I'm wrong down below. It possibly did. I don't think it did, being from Taiwan, but it was actually pretty popular there because and this is very uncommon for games. It had a sequel which has gone off to its own spin-off of novelizations, which is really an unusual path for an obscure Taiwanese arcade game. Any novelizations I really remember, apart from obviously you can get like things, like Halo and stuff nowadays, and Knights of the Old Republic books and what have you. But the only ones I remember, and this will definitely get some of your member berries. There was a magazine, one of the Sega magazines, not the like Mean Machines or anything like that. And please do tell me down below which one is Sega Power, maybe. That had novelizations of things like Golden Axe and Road Rash on the front. They weren't very good, but when you're 11, they passed the time on a weekend, so they were fine, and they were free. So you can't complain, can you? You can complain, but you'd be a right dick if you did. Speaking of dicks, it's time for our genital facts of the week. And what we're going to be talking about this time is ancient China. Yes, because we've covered ancient Japan before, but not ancient China. So yeah, let's have a look at ancient China. I was kind of hoping this was a Roman-related game because I can tell you my fact about geese and what Roman boys used to do when they were tugging one out. But that's for another time. So yeah, this is ancient China. So while sex in the medieval West was seen as sinful, it was very religious in the West at the time. You could only really make the beast with two backs if you were interested in procreation, or you were like the king and could get away with whatever you wanted, really. Ancient China was far less repressed, which is, I think it's sort of switched over now. Missionary was the only position you were allowed in Western religions, although I'm sure people did a bit more behind doors and then went, don't tell him upstairs. And not talking about the dad, I'm talking about God. Whereas ancient China had at least 30 recorded frotting positions, and I've got that from a website that discusses a 7th century text called, and no laughing at the back, Dong Zhao Ji. So I want you to listen to these names and ponder them, because they're quite evocative and also very flowery. So you've got Mandarin ducks entwined, Wheeling Butterflies, Dance of the Egrets, Turning Dragon, Two Fishes Side by Side, United Kingfishers, and the Flying Seagulls. Now, the way I've read them out, it's almost like I'm giving you the results of non-league football. The United Kingfishers played the Flying Seagulls today, and the score was 1-1. The ancient Chinese were also less frosty about homosexuality too. In the Han Dynasty, most emperors were accompanied by individuals known as men of beauty. And you can sort of guess what their role was. The soap was readily dropped in the emperor's bathtub. Let's just put it like that. In ancient fables, characters like, and no laughing again at the back, Fuxi, yes, Huangdi, Shun and Yu were born by the grace of heaven, knowing only of their mothers, not their fathers, suggesting that there was promiscuousness for all of the women folk of ancient China who were getting strange men's children right up their flues. So there you go. We have got, that's your Gentle Facts for the week. And let's talk about this game a bit more. Like I said, I don't think it came out on anything. You've got Ancient Flamethrower there, obviously. But yeah, as I say, it's got some stuff, this game. It's quite interesting. It's a very beautiful game. I would say that. It's definitely an early 2000s 2D game, for sure. But it's got these like juggle combos. It's definitely like a step above, you know, your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and other games like that. But yeah, quite like it. Did I play through to the end? I didn't, despite Christian promising me that it had boobies. Didn't see any in my playthrough, but I didn't get very far. Maybe they're a bit later on. There's another character I choose in a minute who's got purple hair. Don't know how she got hair dyed back in ancient China, but there you go. Who has a slight wobble. You're not talking Mai from Fatal Fury levels of swingitude, but maybe it's in a cutscene later on or something. Very disappointed. Oh well, never mind. What have we got coming up on the channel this week? Well, this week it was a suggestion by Kampolsky, who is an up-and-coming YouTuber who you should definitely subscribe to. I will put his name in at the end, because he suggested that I play a game called Animaniacs 10-Pin Bowling. Yeah, it's not the best Animaniacs game, but it's certainly the most unique, because obviously why have they stuck a Animaniacs license on 10-Pin Bowling? You'll watch that video and you'll ponder with me on that, because it probably doesn't need the license. That it's yeah, I think it was like there was a game that came out before it called 10-Pin Bowling that actually was just sort of a bit of plain, and apparently this game is sort of that, but sort of a sequel, but with a license on it. And there's like things like with the animation and that, where you go, okay, yeah, it's Animaniacs-y, but other than that, it's like a really straight, flat 10-pin bowling game. And yeah, I've used my first credit there, and I'll switch to the girl with the purple hair. The girl with the purple hair. Razorlight? Yeah. Although they didn't sing. It's the girl with the golden touch. Yeah. But yeah, so if you want to see the boobies, maybe they're after this, and maybe one of my colleagues, my competitors, should I say, against me in these challenges, maybe they will get to the Norks, or maybe you could play the game yourself and see how far you get, and see if you can find these fabled milkers in the game, and join in the challenge as well. If you go into our Facebook group, there will be a link in the description down below where you can join in if you so choose. If you so choose not to, that's fine. You know, I'm not going to knock on your door and demand, you know, throw a pad in your hands, like play this obscure Chinese beat 'em up thing. Go on, or I'll wrap your knuckles and wee on your legs. Because I won't. I'm too busy fighting a Hawkman. yeah, it's completely random because there's this other guy who keeps phasing in and out as well. Look at this guy. There's like a Batman and there's a Hawkman, and I don't really care for either. They're both a bit rude. They both make my second go pretty embarrassing, because they're tough swine. I don't know if you can knock down these pillars, by the way. You can hit them, and I think on my practice go, I got about as far as this, and I sat there punching them for a good 10 seconds, and then the time ran out, and I was like, oh, okay. So maybe one of the fellas can knock them over. I don't know. But yeah, what I like about this game is it's unrelenting. It keeps you on your toes. I don't know how long it goes on for, because I can see myself getting a bit of cramp playing this, being an old man. But yeah, it is pretty good. Definitely worth 5 minutes of your time, or 10 minutes, as my time has been. But my go is nearly at an end now, so I can finally wrap up and stop whittering on complete nonsense. But yeah, thank you for joining me on this, and I'll probably see you next week. But until then, like, subscribe, and thanks, bye.